What's up, everyone? Sorry, we like the theme song.
Every time. Well, you always normally play like a Lincoln Project ad. Right
I know,
after.
it just gets me like,
let's
sorry.
do this. Rock out to the
Man,
music.
welcome to another episode of The Derp State. If you thought my episode on the Charlie Kirk shooting was insane, you are going to be blown away by this episode. Now, James is not going down this rabbit hole like I have.
Hold on. No, you're correct, but I am going to be skeptical because this is how most people are going to think. So
right, because what I claimed the other day was fucking crazy, but I again believe Charlie Kirk was shot from behind through the back of the right side of his neck. Bullet comes out of here. The problem I had, and the reason I was quite like, as soon as it happened, I'm looking at everybody like, where's the entry wound? Where's the entry wound? And everybody's like, he got shot in the neck. I immediately knew that's where the bullet came out. So I started digging. Right. And then we found a book on Amazon that was published the day before Charlie Kirk was murdered called The Murder of Charlie Kirk and What Happened in Utah. And like, I feel like nobody's even questioning any of this shit and acting like all this is normal. Like, I don't even believe Tyler Robinson took a shot. I do not believe it. I think
he's a patsy.
He was shot from behind.
Mark, whatever it's called.
I'm gonna. All right. So the reason I wanted to bring James into this little web of mine is because I feel like he got shot in the back of the head with either like a .22 long rifle, which is a little much, but if it's less than 100 yards, maybe. Or like a 223 or a 5.56. That would explain the size of the exit wound, and it would leave a small entry wound with not a lot of blood. For those of you who don't know, when somebody gets shot, it's not the movies, okay? It doesn't go, there's not blood everywhere, okay? What happened there, that's when a bullet enters the body, expands, breaks apart, and then comes out of your body. It just blah.
Especially if it's hollow point, yeah.
Right, so, but they're claiming he got shot with a goddamn 30-06 round. You hunt buffalo. Yeah. People hunt deer because they feel it's more ethical because it's most likely going to go through the fucking deer and not get lodged in it. Like, I'm not even kidding.
On the farm, they use 30-06 for elk, too, all the time out there.
Right. Even if they would have hit, Charlie Kirk's head would have damn near come off, if not come off completely from a shot in the neck. But Turning Point USA has made some insane claims. I have a video of Alex Jones, who apparently, I guess, would have insider information because that's his world that he lives in. Turning Point USA is claiming that a 30-06 round entered Charlie's soft tissue of his neck and hit his spine. And because Charlie, I'm not even fucking playing here, because Charlie Kirk had a really strong spine, the bullet then went down into his chest, blew apart, and that's why they can't find the bullet.
Which completely erases the exit wound, which we all saw, which if you saw that footage, I'm not saying to watch it. It's graphic, it's disturbing, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
But it's very clearly an exit wound. So there's no possible way for it to get lodged in his chest or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. But a 30-06 round is damn near impossible. You would have a better chance of winning the Powerball than getting your spine to stop a 30-06 round. Plus, nobody seems to point out the fact that there would have been blowback. It would have went straight through his neck. There would have been a hole in the wall behind him. They would have been able to retrieve the round. And there was an all-white background behind him, and there was no blood on it, man.
Now that you say it, because those were, when I first saw the footage, and again, graphic and disturbing, but if you want to just get an idea of what happened here, but I first saw that footage and just the fountain of blood out of his neck, I'm like, they're saying he got shot there? But I couldn't put my finger on it, right?
It took me a minute, man.
And then, like you're saying, but then I did also say, okay, well, if he was shot from the front, why is there no blood spray on the back there?
Right.
What happened? So yeah, none of it adds up. None
of it adds up. So what I want to do first is I want to show you guys. Okay, I'm going to use the right wing's weapons against them. Okay, I went to Pro2A YouTube channel. It's the same channel that did the demonstration of Donald Trump getting shot in the ear, which again, this feels awfully like Butler, Pennsylvania to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get shot, fucking blame it on the Democrats, try and start a civil war.
Say he was trans, find out he wasn't trans, which is
Right.
amazing because here's the thing that doesn't really add up, because if they really wanted a good patsy for this, they would find a trans person to be the fullback. That's the problem with the fullback.
Right. So
with this Tyler Robinson, who knew a trans person, well, I guess that fits, but still, it just, anyway.
yeah, and then supposedly he carried the weapon up to the top of the roof in a backpack, then put it together, which this weapon would require two tools. It would require an Allen key and a screwdriver, and it would take a minute at least to do it. If you've done it before plenty of times. I showed you guys a video of a guy doing it, and he was like, this is dumb, because it would take him a minute to put it together, and then he would have to take a cold, unsighted shot, which would not be very accurate, and then he would have to take it apart as he's trying to flee a murder scene, put it in his backpack, go to the fucking woods, and put it back together. Just for the cops to find it with DNA evidence all over it. And let's not forget Kash Patel. We found a manifesto, but it got destroyed. But we could forensically prove it exists. Probably like they can forensically prove that a 30-06 round got stopped by Charlie Kirk's spine. This is dumb. This is fucking dumb.
Which also makes you wonder what Kash Patel's goal was saying there's a manifesto. I mean, there's a couple different options, but let's say there really was a manifesto, meaning there was an actual shooter, a patsy.
There usually is. There usually is.
Then if there was a manifesto, it's incriminating, it reveals what their plan is. Or is it just a misdirection to keep everybody off the trail and say that there was, but there never was? Because if there was an actual manifesto, okay, let me get my tinfoil hat on here.
Please.
If there was an actual
that's where
manifesto,
we're at, man.
Why would he admit that? It's a weird thing to admit, so it seems more like misdirection.
Yeah, and then
keep people off the trail.
Right, and then the other thing is extremely stupid that anybody with half a brain's not going to believe. You mean to tell me he just murdered somebody, disposed of the weapon, and the first thing he does is text every single detail of what just happened to his leftist trans lover?
That is so fake. That text chain is so fucking fabricated. Let's see the metadata. Come on, Kash. Where's the metadata?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to show you again. I'm going to bring you into my world, because I honestly feel like one of the people that wears. They've turned us into the conspiracy theorists. But that's why I keep telling people, these are extremists. You're going to see, because we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk's fucking Nazi memorial that they did for him, which his parents apparently weren't even invited to. I'm assuming Charlie Kirk has parents that are still alive, or siblings of some kind. None of them went. And Erica Kirk and her daughter, her kids, were not in Utah. They may have been in the state of Utah, but they were not at the Turning Point USA event. There was not a single video, not a single fucking picture. When they were dragging his body to the car, she was nowhere to be found.
But this was Trump at the football game.
Right. And then nobody finds it odd that there was not a single...
He was skiing.
You don't find it odd, James, there was not a single medical professional there. There was not an ambulance for a rally that they knew were going to have thousands of kids show up. Just in case somebody had a heart attack or a heat stroke or broke their leg.
Generally a standard practice to have for at least...
There wasn't an ambulance.
Officials to have something. That is weird.
They carried his body and threw it in the back of a black SUV. We've not seen no autopsy.
Yeah.
No medical report. Again, we still haven't seen Donald Trump's fucking medical report from Butler.
But see, this is why we're not really conspiracy theorists at this point, because
these are facts.
These are standard operating procedures for any crime scene. It's
right.
A medical report, seal the crime scene, et cetera, right? Get forensics, take pictures, and yet so much of the basics of fucking CSI that you see on Law and Order every day is not done. So therefore, the question becomes why.
Okay,
so what was missed?
Here's a video for you. This is you're bringing up CSI shit.
Here we go.
There was a camera, probably a 4 or 8K camera,
you show me how.
right behind Charlie Kirk, pointed in the direction of the fucking shooter. It would have captured something. It also would have captured where the bullet went in. And TPUSA is claiming, because they found out they were on video doing this shit, they claimed they wanted to take the camera so nobody stole it. which is bullshit because I have the video where the guy takes something out of the camera and leaves the, we'll say, $10,000 camera laying on the table. If you're so concerned about somebody stealing the camera, plus you'll see in the video, there are armed motherfuckers standing around the area that Charlie Kirk just got murdered. Do you think somebody's going to walk up on people with pistols drawn and try and steal camera equipment? None of this makes sense, bro.
Were they TPUSA or were they cops?
I think they were TPUSA guys or private security. But here's the video. Just check this out. They removed the camera. Right.
Here, I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk. Here, I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk, has been shot. Charlie Kirk got hit. Is what the security.
What I'm curious about is where was he in relation to the position of that camera? Because that's pretty high angle.
It's right behind him. It was right behind him.
But if it's that high, it might not see him unless it's a really funky angle. Because you do that a lot at comedy shows. We'll have a camera back there so that we can see audience reaction.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily see.
Now watch him though. Watch his body language. Watch him look around.
Sketch. Yeah.
Watch him look around. It's coming. Look at this. Look at this. He's looking around. Looking around. Now there's the expensive camera that he's trying to protect from getting stolen, and then he leaves the fucking camera behind and takes the memory card out.
Can you go back? Because did you see the guy pointed, and then he looks around? Can you go back? Play it again.
No, I can't rewind those videos.
But can you just play it again from the top?
Yeah, sure.
I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, see at that angle, I don't know where. But if you draw, I don't know if Kirk would be on camera there. But I mean, either way, if they're involved, yeah, that makes sense. They'd be like, "Oh shit, yeah, we got to take care of this." But I don't know if it would have actually seen him because I don't know how far forward. No,
but it would have definitely seen the entry wound. It definitely would have seen the entry wound.
Go back, play it again though.
I just heard them say the active shooter, Charlie Kirk, has been shot.
Okay, so watch the guy on his phone.
What the security detail just said.
This video would have caught the entry wound. I think that's why they took it down.
Maybe it depends on where Charlie was because it's at such a high angle it might not even see him. But what I'm looking at is this guy in the white T-shirt behind him, no sunglasses, on his phone or something. There, watch his reaction. He points at something, and then that clues him in to look around. Like
it's all. This is all suspicious,
look.
bro.
What is up with that? It could
nothing about this
then
makes
he
sense.
Takes a call. It's weird. It's weird.
Right. Yeah, it's extremely
That's the
weird.
memory card in his hand, right?
Yep, that's not the camera. Just the card.
Yeah.
Just the card.
That makes no sense.
Exactly.
Why would you not just take
sense.
the bloody camera? Unless he...
Right.
That's
right.
weird.
Makes no sense. Okay, so let's talk about the round itself and how much damage it does to the human body. Or in this case, a watermelon. But I'm pretty sure you can get a really good idea of how powerful the round they're alleging Tyler Robinson used. And you tell me if somebody's spine, which again, your spine isn't solid bone, by the way. Okay, there are gaps.
Yeah, with
like was Charlie Kirk's spine made of fucking vibranium?
That's what
like, you know what I'm saying? It bounced all over his body and blah blah blah. Oh, fuck off. All right, let me.
Wolverine skeleton. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But watch, just this is what a 30-06 round is. Okay, watch. Oh, hold up. Let me get it.
Wrong clip.
Right out the back. Yep. Completely unstopped, straight through.
Filled the whole frame.
I
didn't care.
The watermelon didn't know it was shot.
That's what a 30-06 round does.
It's like slightly
That's
mushroom.
Grandpa's gun. What if you're shooting a Nazi and he's another Nazi behind him?
Look at
well,
that.
Ironically, I did shoot a Nazi with it.
That's wild.
Sorry, no, they didn't actually. I'm sorry.
In high speed,
well, look, watch. Here's a very important one. Watch the difference, okay? Sorry, that sounded really weird. They do 5.56 right next to the 30-06, and you can tell immediately there is a difference in the amount of force each round carries in and out, okay? Left side is 5.56, right side 30-06.
That's wild. In high speed, it doesn't look totally different on the fragmentation, but once it's expanded...
Just look at the difference in expansion.
Thinner droplets, the chunks are smaller. It converted a lot more energy into it. That blew apart a lot more.
His head would be gone.
Sure looks like it.
And this is level 4 ceramic plating. This is like some of the best body armor you can buy, and this round damn near goes through it.
And this is still 30-06?
This is still 30-06.
Level 4 ceramic, not guard dog. Because I've just now knew that guard dog puts a level.
Cannot deny that this is impossible.
We did Armored Republic.
Yeah.
They're ceramic, and I noticed.
Look how much energy that fucking round has going in, man.
Great idea. Yep. Right to the tip top of it.
That
hurt a little bit, but
you're fine. That's again level 4 armor plating, ceramic armor plating. That's some of the toughest, deepest, best armor you can buy, and they're saying his spine stopped it.
Yeah, no way in hell. What we need to see though is a comparison on like that human torso of what a 30-06 round does when it goes through.
Oh, you can find those.
The entry and exit wound.
There are already people making YouTube videos shooting at ballistic necks. And
so does it show that where the
head off
and the entry wound is smaller and then the exit wound is still bigger, right? Like what we saw.
Oh yeah. Yes. All right. Well, let's move on to this. Is Alex Jones now. This is him explaining what he was told. And you just come on, man. I'm asking you to use some common sense. We are not conspiracy theory people, but we are dealing with conspiracy theory people. He actually references Jack Posobiec, who started the fucking Pizzagate conspiracy theory, where they said there was a pedo ring being run out of the basement of a pizza place.
With no basement.
That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're violent extremists. They're violent religious nut jobs. You wait till you see the videos. Oh my God. But anyway, let's watch Alex Jones trying to explain to us how this makes sense and what reality.
Last night from Jack Posobiec, and he says, yeah, we see your viral post from an hour ago where you're quoting the TPUSA.
All right, so first, Alex Jones comes out and says there's no way that round would have stopped in his neck. And then he gets shit for it, and now he's trying to come out, and this is what he comes up with.
Spokesperson, who, by the way, is a big fan of yours. You know, you've met him, you've hung out with him, had dinner with him, Andrew Colvin, where he's quoting the surgeon that attended to Charlie when he was brought in, and he didn't want to give the details out, so I understand how it
I'm going to have a hard time not laughing, man.
The bullet didn't go through. You need to call him.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
So I call him, and he goes, listen, I don't want to give the details out. I said, well, I can't help it if I'm explaining. He goes, okay, fine, but it's really gruesome.
All right, listen to this.
And
here you go.
He said
there you go.
That, again, he's being shot from down an angle.
Uh-huh.
It hits the spine.
Oh, yeah.
And bounces down, which is down, and then it hits, it deflects the velocity, goes back to the spine, blows out 6 vertebrae. The bullet then shatters. That's what they do.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Hog straight on this has happened, and deer, and then exploded into the heart, and fragments shot up. So he oversimplified when he said, "Oh, then they found the bullet up in the shoulder by the neck." No, it was fragments. And I'm sitting there listening to this in the car, and I'm like, "Yeah, usually I shoot a deer or hog, in the shoulder if you get a clear shot, but in the woods, you only get a front shot. I do it. You hit them in the front. I mean, it'll go in, back out the side, out the front. I mean, it does wild stuff."
Okay, James.
The hell? Laughing already? At least let me answer the fucking question before you start laughing. Shit.
I don't even have a question. Like, what do you think of this?
They're turning the freaking frogs gay!
I know! These people are psychotic. Okay.
There is absolutely no, because if he was shot, again, they're claiming it was from front.
Which it wasn't. It was from behind.
Above.
Right.
Right, but let's just go with their theory, right? It's front and above, and then kind of hits him in the neck. That's what I saw. And then it completely changes angle and goes down?
Right, so you're talking
parts.
like it changed, we'll say 65-degree angle.
Directions. Yeah, that's in a such
So
a
they're
short
saying,
amount of time.
right, he got shot like this, it hit his spine, went down, and then exploded, and that's why they can't find the bullet.
I mean, if it was a hollow point, sure, there's probably going to be fragments of it, but there's no way a 30-06, like you said.
No, and then he's talking about, but see, then he starts talking about shooting wild animal in the front. If you shoot a wild animal in the chest, that's a whole lot more body to go through than a fucking neck.
A lot more mass, and it's
right. How wide is your neck? 4 inches of soft, mushy,
soft tissue.
Nothing. Nothing. The only thing is your spine, which is like that. I'm gonna crash out, bro. These people are fucking crazy. These people are fucking crazy. This is what they're out there telling MAGA, and MAGA's like, yeah, they still believe Charlie Kirk's wife was there.
Well, this is why you need competent people in charge, and this is why you needed an actual crime scene established, and you need an actual FBI person with experience. Which didn't they get rid of the one in Utah because she was Muslim?
A couple months before, actually. Yeah.
So it's like,
Odd,
right? Really talk conspiracies. I wonder if that was intentional.
Yeah.
You know, to keep him from finding the shooter, but. This is why you need competent people in charge, because when they don't know what they're doing and they don't know how to run these investigations,
right?
All these things are questions, as they rightly should be.
Now, I'm not going to show it because people think I'm insane, but there's a video of the muzzle flash coming exactly from the buildings where I said it was.
Oh, wait, come on. You can show it, right? Why not?
I don't even think I have. I think I have that one on Instagram. I'll have to download it.
Okay.
But I got a good video for you. I actually found a video that shows the bullet.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, sorry, I'm trying to get caught up on the chat. So,
all right.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, let me put the chat on the screen, man. My bad.
We had Yvonne was saying she thinks Stephen Miller did it.
That's what I
put. The fucking vampire incarnate wouldn't pass him.
I posted that shit on Facebook. I imagine how pissed Stephen Miller is, murdering Charlie Kirk to start a civil war, and all MAGA did was sit at home and rage post about it.
then Alan said something interesting. He said that Charlie does have cameras showing the back of his head. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe they were trying to just.
He usually when you see his TPO videos or pictures, it's like the top half of him. Okay. And then a wide angle of the crowd. It's usually the angle that they try and catch.
Yeah,
it should have caught the back of his head.
Like you said. Yeah, 100%.
I will show the video, though, again, of the round itself, which I believe is the round that killed Charlie Kirk. You guys can decide for yourself, okay, but I truly believe they murdered Charlie Kirk to push this Nazi agenda, and I stand on business on this one. This is their Reichstag Fire. False flag operation. You think I'm crazy, guy? These people would do this.
No, I don't think so at all.
They want to suspend the Constitution. They want to deploy troops nationwide. Do you not think for a second they would kill to get their way? But you're very naive if you don't think these people are that evil.
I want to jump in here really quick on this because, yes, this is all very bad, but the situation is not. I love how I'm doing the Trump jerk-off, dual jerk-off. The situation is not hopeless.
No.
Look at what we did with Kimmel's coming back tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And we kept, granted, there's still ICE in Chicago, but we kept a lot of the military out the way that Trump. So you fight back and you win. And the judge just threw out his $15 billion lawsuit against the New York Times. Yep. So when you fight back, you win. But we have to actually fight back. Remember that in these times.
My problem I have, though, is they're getting increasingly desperate because none of those things are working. So I
agree.
I feel like they are resorting to violent extremism to get their way. But let me just show this video, and again, you guys can just judge for yourself. Judge for yourself.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been?
Oh, trigger warning, by the way. It's
over the last 10 years.
Kind of graphic.
Do you know how many mass shooters there have been in America over the last 10 years?
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Great.
Yeah, man. That sure as hell looks like a puff of air shooting out from
Bro, I'm not crazy, man. Look. That is the bullet that killed Charlie Kirk, and it came from behind him. It came from behind him, guys.
Wait, was the bullet in that? I missed it. I was looking elsewhere. Did you see the bullet come out?
No. I had to stop it, or YouTube would ban it.
Okay.
No, you don't. No, but it's the exact trajectory. It was right in line. The bullet goes in
down and behind.
Yeah. Right around back here, like right where his collar meets his shirt, behind his right ear, like an inch down, an inch left, or an inch back, and blows out here. Or fuck, I'm sorry, I'm having disoriented by the camera.
Yeah, I know. I just
that makes a lot more sense. It's a straight line. It's a straight line. That makes more sense than bing bong, bing bing bing.
Oh yeah,
no bullet.
The idea that the bullet became a ping pong ball inside.
That's what I'm saying. Like. We have to use common sense on this one, but we also have to realize that we're dealing with extreme people. Now, here's the video that really fucked me up, okay? They're silencing witnesses. I've showed this before, but I want to show it again because I feel it's important.
I want to jump into this on that clip.
Oh,
you were
yeah.
saying that the guy's doing the, like, it looks like a baseball, like, steal second. You know, it looks like that shit.
Yeah.
But if the shooter was from behind,
to the
he's
right,
not
though.
going to see those. But still, he's not going to.
No, he wouldn't have been behind him. I mean, it would have been like at a back angle like this. It wouldn't have been like this way.
There's a canopy around them. The shooter wouldn't have seen those, would he? I don't think he would have, because the canopy is behind.
All right, so here's my theory here. I believe this is what they want you to believe, okay? They want you to...
Of course, that's your desktop screen.
Goddamn right it is. This is what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that the shooter shot from straight on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and this gets weirder, okay? This is what they're saying. Shooter was over here, shot straight down. I'm saying at a closer range that he was in this area,
so
or the buildings on the right. These buildings were under construction that day.
Well, it couldn't be that white one, because that's at the wrong angle, because that would have been like a straight perpendicular. The
right,
arrow
so that's
where
why,
you're saying seems best.
Right, straight down, bam. That would have been his ear right there.
And they could have seen here, but if he's looking through a scope, he wouldn't have been. The scope would have been dialed in on Charlie, and the shot came almost immediately after those. I'm not sold on those hand signals.
They could maybe be very well be security. It was just odd timing that they did those signals right before it got shot. Like the guy did the arm down like this, boom, shot.
Yeah,
it was like the go signal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the shot came really close to the one guy, so they were damn near in line with the shooter. You know what I mean? So they were not far back. Plus, the one guy next to Charlie Kirk who shakes his hat and does the ear thing is on his phone the whole time.
Yeah, and you think about it.
But there's no video footage of that either. He's on his phone the whole time. Is he talking to somebody? Is he FaceTiming? Is he video recording? Like, what is this guy doing? We don't have any of these answers.
But the two guys, the guy in the baseball cap and the black shirt, personally, I'm willing to rule them out being involved, or at least they were left in the dark, because why would you put yourself that close to the line of fire if you're going to signal that's what's going to happen?
No,
those are some weird ass play. So I think it's just a fucking weird ass coincidence personally, unless we see something else that comes up.
How about this guy?
Yeah, this is weird.
This guy,
fucking Nazi Jesus, Mads Mikkelsen and Indiana Jones. Look at this shit.
Okay, why has the internet not done its thing? This guy's real. This guy is real. Okay, he got accidentally recorded.
He looks like he crawled out of a Hydra lab in Marvel Universe.
Right.
Like,
they didn't take a picture of him. Okay, somebody noticed this in a video that was posted about Turning Point USA. One of the kids that witnessed it was recording, and then this guy's like, "Oh shit, I'm being recorded." He just so happens to have one black glove on and a really suspicious bag with a really familiar, to anybody who knows anything about guns, a very familiar strap hanging out of it.
The black strap?
No, the brown one.
Okay. But it wouldn't, but he's got like, what, a large satchel? You couldn't fit that gun in there. Not a long gun. Right?
A collapsible one, if it was like a 5.5. I mean, these newer guns, some of these break down extremely fast. You know what I mean?
True. But go back to the original, the other picture with the glove.
This one is so suspect, bro.
What is that about? So he's got the one glove, and what does he have his wallet in his hand? What is it in his other hand there?
It almost looks like
it looks
a
like
badge.
He has a mic horn.
Right? I mean, honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was a badge, but this guy...
What is that shit?
Like, could you be any more stereotypical, though? Government agent? Like, black suit, gloves, glasses, aviator glasses.
He's got a neuralizer in his pocket.
Who is this guy? Is he Turning Point USA? Or is he the shooter?
But let's dissect this for a minute. You see, what's that between his thumb and forefinger? It really looks like a wallet or a phone. What is that?
I don't know. I can't tell
black and white
photos.
Thing.
Right. And again, this is a screenshot from a video, so that's why it's not very high quality. It's not an actual picture.
Let's just say for a second he was the shooter. Mm-hmm. Why would he have the glove on only one hand?
The only thing I could think of is to prevent gunpowder residue getting on that hand. Trigger finger.
Are those tipless? They look tipless, though. They look tipless gloves, no?
I can't tell from the photo, but this is a real person who was actually in Utah.
But look, it's a TikTok, so this is from a video, not just a picture. So
that's what I'm saying. It's a video. Yeah, they got the guy running by. No, I can't find the video now. No, I can't find it now.
And we don't have the TikTok handle name there?
I'll look. I don't know. I have to look. I think I cut it. I got cut off in the screen grab. I don't know, man. All I know is nothing makes sense. Nothing makes sense. But let me play the video. Now listen very carefully what this kid says. He says where the shot come from, okay? And that's why they shut him up.
Okay. I was standing.
None of these videos are playing right.
I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom.
Sorry.
I was standing from probably the third row in the bottom. I saw hit. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked over to my right. I saw him slump over in his chair forward. He slumped over. He had blood.
He just gave it all away, man.
Down his shirt, and he slumped over, and he was carried off. Get off me!
What the hell is this?
I told you, bro. This is the video that really got me thinking about it.
So
he said,
go ahead.
If he was facing Charlie Kirk, he said he heard a shot come from his left. He looked to his left. That would have been Charlie Kirk's right. I'm just pointing out, you know, obvious things here. But that would have been Charlie Kirk's right. If you heard a gun go off behind you,
which is
look
where
behind
you're
you.
that picture.
Right. If you hear a loud bang, your immediate reaction is to look in the direction your ears heard that shit come from. And he looked to the left. He said Charlie Kirk slumped forward, which even indicates more that he was pushed forward by the force of a rifle round. You know what I'm saying? If you would have got shot with a 30-06, you don't get shot with a big game round and go, you know what I mean? You get shot in the back of the head. Yeah, okay, I get it. But he literally tells us where the shot came from. The left of him, which is the right of Charlie Kirk.
We need to dissect that video a little bit more, too. Like, one, who is that kid? Obviously, he was an attendee. Okay, fine. Who was doing that interview? Were they TPUSA? Were they media outlets from local? Were they national? Who was doing that interview? It looked like probably more a podcaster thing because he just gave up the mic and they didn't push back. Also, who the fuck were those goons that came in?
They were TPUSA
and silenced him. They were TPUSA guys.
Yeah.
So then you have to wonder why in the fuck they wanted to shut him up.
Exactly, because he was telling on everybody, because they're trying to say the shot came from in front of Charlie Kirk, which would have been behind this kid. He was close to where Charlie Kirk was. He said he was like, what, 300 to 500
feet? Lay off my case. So there's a case. Look, my role is to be the skeptic here, okay?
Right.
That's my job.
That's my job, too, is to convince people that are skeptics that this is fucked up.
Right.
This is fucked.
But, look,
but that kid
go ahead.
was there. He was maybe 20 feet away from Charlie Kirk and heard the shot come from his left. Again, that's Charlie Kirk's right, which is where I said Charlie Kirk got shot from, which is the direction of those buildings I've been pointing out this entire time, which, again, just happened to be under construction.
RBP 1973 says we need to get Seinfeld on the case of this magic bullet. What's the deal with a 30-06? I don't get it. They said the shot was here, but it came from over here. I heard it. Yeah, but it's fun. Going back to Kentucky, it's not that I'm not. Look, we agree on some things. That one, I don't think that was a 30-06 round. Two, the wound on Charlie Kirk's neck clearly strikes me as more of an exit wound than an entry wound. And three, so much of the forensics and logistics that happened after the fact are highly sus. Again, like we still don't have a motive for Tyler Robinson.
No.
You don't just drive. Where was he from? He's from Ogden or some shit. He supposedly drove 4 hours, right? And again, everything that's been published so far about his Discord. Did you read those? The Discord chats? Nothing to really indicate that this was the level of everything we see with these kind of political motivated attacks, or like with the CDC shooter or whomever else, you know, the Paul Pelosi, the Hortmans, the January 6th terrorists. These people have a long track record of being violent, saying violent things, and then they take the chance to act on it. There's nothing like that right now that's been released with Tyler Robinson. Not that there's not, and that hasn't been released.
Dude.
But if there was, you guarantee Kash Patel will be all over that with his fucking bug eyes, right?
Yeah.
So there are questions that we need answers to, and because these people are incompetent, we are not getting them. Hence, we have to do our own work and find out what the fuck. I'm quoting Jim from The Office. What the heck is going on?
Right.
That's what
I can, with full confidence and with all my whole chest, say that Tyler Robinson did not kill Charlie Kirk. I can say that with confidence. I've seen the entry wound. I know that's an exit wound. I know where the round came from. I have a video of the fucking round coming from that direction. Like, the FBI is obviously lying to us. Kash Patel went in front of Congress and said Jeffrey Epstein just trafficked little girls to himself.
Yes. And then they also fabricated that text chain. So again, this is sus.
Right. So you need to expect, right.
Right.
You just murdered somebody and you're going to dispose of, you're going to put the weapon back together that you took apart.
Clean
and then
escape, but now you confess.
Right. And then your lover just happens to be a leftist trans person and you're going to text every detail of your murder to this person while you're on the run. Like,
it's also weird because
Jesus Christ, man.
Behind the scenes,
I feel like I'm going crazy.
You're not. Don't feel that way because
there's no ballistics report.
Things to ask. Yeah.
There's no ballistics report. There's no medical report, and there's no autopsy. You'd think they would want to prove this beyond a shadow of a doubt, but they buried it with Charlie Kirk.
And also, if you remember that kid, everything behind the scenes was showing the FBI was completely stumped. They had nothing. They had nothing. And then all of a sudden, this kid turns himself in.
Yeah. Supposedly, this is just a rumor that I have not verified yet, but supposedly they're talking about giving his parents the $1 million reward, even though he hasn't been convicted yet, which I found sus. So I'm, right, exactly. So
no motivation there.
So hopefully I've at least convinced James that this is sus. And none of it
always there, yeah.
But now even more so, I hope. And I have more proof. Like I said, I've seen the video with the entry wound. I can't show it because there's blood. Yeah, even though it's a little bit of blood, YouTube freaks out over that. But it is a very little bit of blood. You can see, if you see it in slow motion, right before Charlie Kirk falls, the top part of his shirt starts turning red, which indicates an entry wound.
Yes. They bleed kind of not right away and then leaks.
Right, because your body hasn't reacted
which
yet.
Also
by the time the bullet gets through.
Round.
Right,
because
that's why
I keep round,
Right, exactly. So, again, I still truly, wholeheartedly believe Tyler Robinson is not the shooter, and I also believe Charlie Kirk was shot in the back of the head, and it came out of his neck. It did not hit his spine. It did not angle at a 65-degree downward and then explode into his body into fairy dust to the point where they can't find any of it. Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, that alone.
How dumb are y'all? Like, seriously, MAGA, how fucking dumb are you?
And these
that
are people
you
are
believe this?
They're supposed to be like hunters and military people, and they hear this, and that doesn't ask. Like, I'm neither of those things. I have experience with guns. I grew up around them. I'm a shooter, etc.
Me too.
That doesn't mean that I'm ignorant of this shit.
No,
so
see,
how
I find
are you guys with experience of this not questioning it?
Right. See, I find guns fascinating, so I research all the things that guns do and what guns are about and stuff like that. And entry and exit wounds are very, very distinctly different. Okay. So that's why it blew me away when everybody's like, he got shot in the neck. I'm like, no, he didn't. Like, I kept asking everybody, where's the entry wound? And they kept saying his neck. I'm like, where? Like, I'm looking for a hole. I'm looking for literally a hole. Because that's what it would have looked like, a hole and some blood. He's wearing an all-white shirt.
Yeah, it would be very obvious.
If it went in his neck, we would have seen a little hole, and then fucking his head would have exploded with a 30-06. Actually, if he would have got shot in the neck with a 30-06, his head probably would have just fucking popped right off. Or just been hanging on by a thread. Like, it would have been way more gruesome than what we saw. Like,
well, there's also this
like that watermelon that we showed explode. That's what it would have looked like.
There's this thing called internal decapitation where your spine is actually severed,
yeah,
but the flesh is still intact. So you are your head is just dangling around. So that very well would have been a thing that could have happened, and we didn't see that with that.
I also looked up what happens to the human body, like what involuntary movements happen to the human body if you're shot in the head. And what I found was if you're shot in the head or something destroys your brainstem, the first movement your body will make will bring arms in and straight legs, straight feet, which is exactly what Charlie Kirk did before he fell over, which would indicate he got shot in the head or in the brainstem at least.
Yeah, which is not too far from where that shot came out.
Right. If it was angled, it could have just went right through it. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know where to go with this. I sound like a crazy person, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm showing you guys all these different facts about what happened. You know what I mean? Including a video of an actual bullet.
Brina in the chat is saying Sons of Liberty calls bullshit too, so that we're not alone in this.
No, and you know what? This is going to cause a massive.
We got to talk to them, see if we can do a joint thing.
Yeah, this is going to cause a massive rift within MAGA because even the right wingers are like, this is not adding up. This is what happens when stupid people run false flag operations and people that think they're smarter than everybody else. This is what happens. There's holes in every. If this was a ship, it would sink. It has so many full holes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
This story does not hold water at all, for lack of better phrasing. So I'm still going to talk about it. I'm still going to call it out. I'm glad other people are starting to call bullshit, but I got obsessed with this because honestly, I'm sick and fucking tired of MAGA blaming us for this, and they still are blaming us for this, even though none of this adds up. They can't even prove Tyler Robinson was the shooter. They have no proof. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to use for evidence because they have no witness testimony. They have no direct evidence.
The chain of custody is all fucked up.
Yeah, did they even recover the gun? I haven't even seen anything to that effect yet. They didn't recover the bullet, so.
They didn't show a picture of the gun, which you think they would do. Have I seen a picture of it?
I don't think I have. I don't think because you would
need
at least the murder weapon. And again, they have no motive for this guy, so they don't have the weapon. All they have is the body. They don't have a motive. Fucking weird, dude. All this is weird.
Yeah, I honestly thought at first this kid was radicalized by the likes of Nick Fuentes. He was a groyper. It turns out this kid may not have been involved at all. He honestly could have. He could have been a Charlie Kirk fan, or hated Charlie Kirk and just wanted to see him. Drove 4 hours, didn't have any. He didn't buy a ticket because I'm sure he had to buy tickets to get into this shit, or maybe not. Who the fuck knows? But maybe he just wanted to get a good spot to look at the event from. And they just happen to see, you know what I mean? We don't know anymore. We really don't know.
The Discord chat of his messages did seem that he was mostly apolitical. I mean, they did talk about I think they talked about January 6th, and I think they talked about the Butler Trump shooting and something about the election.
Yeah.
But like, it's very bland, nondescript. I mean, it's kind of more right-leaning, but not really overt. So yeah, the kid is honestly like a lot of 20-year-old people who don't follow politics that closely.
Yeah. So
basically, we're built different, Jeremy.
I guess, man. I don't know how I'm not in a psychosis of some sorts for dealing with these people. Like, seriously, this is insanity. But this is reality. This is not made up. And none of this stuff we're doing is making anything up. We're like literally just presenting the stuff that we find to you.
Yeah. And the chat's kind of questioning the whole, has anyone even seen the supposed trans roommate or whatever? And that's a good point. You would think that person would be ID'd pretty fucking quick considering how much MAGA hates.
They would have their faces all over Twitter, man.
Yeah. And I haven't seen a picture of that either.
Right. So again, I'm calling bullshit. I'm saying Charlie Kirk was murdered by his own people. Somebody high up the chain of command. And the reason I say it is because of his memorial, which was a grotesque display of fucking Nazism. That's what this was. America is now Nazi America. Democracy died with Charlie Kirk. We'll be talking about how they're going to be attacking free speech now on tomorrow's show. But today, we're going to talk about the actual memorial, which, again, his parents didn't feel like going, I guess. But here's what the outside of the arena looked like after MAGA got done with it.
Look at all this trash left outside of Charlie Kirk's memorial in Glendale, Arizona. People left water bottles and chairs. They left wagons. They left snacks. All of it just littered across the ground. State Farm Arena has a no bag policy, not just clear bags, no bags. And that means folks who were out here since early this morning just left all their stuff out here. I don't know who's going to clean it up. Crowds of literally hundreds and thousands of people are just walking over this trash on their way.
It's amazing. You bring trailer trash into one spot together, and then they just like leave it behind.
White trash brings white trash.
Right.
What's interesting is like, well, first of all, it's almost like they had to leave in a hurry, right? Yeah, I mean there was a shooting, so that makes sense. But here's the other thing: is there's so many videos after the fact of these Trump rallies and stuff like this, and they're all like this. They're all full of trash. And with all the shit that I've been to, with the Me Too marches, the No Kings, BLM, the Palestinian Lives Matter, all these people, I don't see that kind of shit there.
No,
Even
bro,
the big ones, like No King,
we
it's
were
not the same. Is there trash? Yeah, but is it like that? Fuck no.
Us veterans they do it every day almost. When I was at the veterans sit-in, we would go around with gloves on and trash bags and pick up after the homeless people and shit.
That's what the National Guard is for. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But that's
Call
the kind
your
of people
local
we
National
are.
Guard.
Like, but that's MAGA is just trash.
Yeah.
They're garbage human beings, guys. Like, but I was showing this while you were talking. Apparently, every time there is an American Nazi Party gathering, Grindr crashes. This is not the first time this has happened. Yep. Apparently, this also happened during the RNC, which has been dubbed the gay Super Bowl.
Yes, that's right.
So every time Republicans gather, they could not wait. Bro, these guys were taking back shots all over the city, bro. These guys, look, 10:03 p.m. They could not wait to get some dick.
Right around dick swiping time.
They got dicked the fuck down in Arizona, bro. Like, seriously. Stephen Miller probably out there just getting it. Getting it. Not giving it, getting it. Every time these guys, which is fine, but you're on the wrong side. You're on the self-hating, closeted gay men side, where you could just come over to our side and be free, which is amazing. But no, you guys want to hang out with your wives and act like straight white Christian men, and then afterwards you're getting dicked down on Grindr every time you guys gather in large numbers.
There was supposedly someone from Grindr had all this information, and they had the actual names of the Republicans in charge.
Oh yeah,
and they were going to leak it if it's total extortion, but they were going to leak it if some kind of bill got passed. I can't remember what that was, but just fucking leak it anyways. Like, what are you waiting for?
Right? So, all right.
Do America a service.
Do you mind if we go 10 minutes over? Because we still haven't even started talking about the... All right. So here's real quick. We'll play a video, and then we're going to show Erica Kirk, who is, I think, the definition of crisis actor. Jesus. I haven't seen acting this bad since the 1980s and 90s soap operas that, like, Grandma used to watch, bro. It is this young man. I forgive him. Like, come on, give me a break. But here's Trump being a sick fuck with Charlie Kirk's wife. Probably has a boner while he's doing this. Play.
Fucking Russian sounding music.
Oh, just wait. There it is.
Surprised he didn't grab her ass.
Look at that face, bro. He was totally erect at the time. Well, actually, I don't even know if he...
Just any funeral that I've been to, if that was an interaction we saw, because he was like smiling and shit. Yeah, dude. Yeah. I fucking would have thrown my popcorn or whatever.
Right.
At a funeral.
Right, and of course,
my Modelo. I would have thrown my Modelo.
Caroline Levitt. I swear to God, Caroline Levitt. I think I have the article pulled out. Who cares? We don't need the article. Caroline Levitt is comparing the death of Charlie Kirk to a fucking biblical prophecy.
These people. That's
insane.
When that one comes true for you, Caroline.
That's insane.
Is it like the one from last year, or the year before that, or the 5 years before that, or the 50 years before that? When are your prophecies going to come true, you fucking bobblehead Barbie?
All right, James, let's make a gentleman's bet. No money involved. I bet you in 6 months we'll see the first church of Charlie Kirk. I think they're making him out to be like their new white Jesus. They finally have a white Jesus that died for their sins. They're literally going around saying Charlie Kirk died for our sins.
I'm not going to take that bet because I agree. I think it's going to happen.
Nobody will take that bet.
I think it already happened. Like, there are documents in your local fucking IRS saying, it's Charlie Kirk, let's let them have a tax break.
Right, but this is this is so crazy that they're praying to their new white Jesus. This is fantastic. I don't know why it's not playing so good.
God, he was younger than I was.
What the fuck, bro?
Paid actors much? There are a lot of evil people in this fucking country. Look at that shit. Evil fucking people.
Yeah, what you were seeing is about 65,000 Nazis gather in one place at one time.
That honestly looks like the Madison Square Garden Nazi shit from the 30s.
Thank you. That's exactly what I saw. That is exactly what I saw. Actually, when Donald Trump, I don't think I have the picture pulled up anymore. Yeah, when Donald Trump posted that picture in black and white on the White House's Facebook page, I'm like, all I saw was Madison Square Garden in 1939. Yeah, so it looks like that's all I saw. Literally all I saw. All right, so before we get to the crisis actor, Erica Kirk, who made out like a bandit, let me tell you, man, she's probably raised almost $10 million now in just sympathy donations. She's now the CEO of Turning Point USA.
I thought she was beforehand, wasn't she?
No. No, Charlie Kirk was. She took over.
Got a promotion.
Yeah. She went to name. We thought she was going to name.
There's your motive.
We thought we thought she was going to name somebody, and then all of a sudden we come to find out she's like, it's me.
Yeah. He's gone, but I'm here. Give me the chair.
Right, dude. These people are fucking crazy. All right, so hold up. I forgot to turn my microphone down. Okay, here is we'll play Stephen Miller because he says something that bothered me. See, I've because my mom was orphaned as a result of the Nazis. I've studied a lot of stuff about the Nazis, and they were fucking crazy. Like, they believed in human experimentation, but they also believed in the occult and the supernatural. Yep. That's real.
Did you see Indiana Jones? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right, exactly. So something Stephen Miller said, just as soon as he said it, I started looking it up, and I'm a little disturbed at what I found. But let me play the video first.
God, he's creepy looking.
The day that Charlie died, the angels wept. But those tears have been turned into fire in our hearts.
Look at this. He took time.
And that fire burns with a righteous fury that our enemies cannot comprehend or understand.
You really had the pronunciation.
And we will devote the rest of our lives to finishing the causes for which Charlie gave his last measure of devotion. You cannot defeat us. You cannot slow us. You cannot stop us. You cannot deter us.
Jesus.
We will carry Charlie and Erica in our heart every single day and fight that much harder because of what you did to us.
Who? You did it to yourself.
The dragon you have awakened. You have no idea how determined we will be to save this civilization.
So, again, the dragon you have unleashed. And I truly think this is a Nazi fucking cuck right here. Okay, but
you will never convince me that he is an actual human. He's just not. He is an android, like in the movie Alien. Did a time travel and came to us. That's
right. So listen, I looked up what does the dragon or dragon imagery have to do with Nazi ideology, and this is what it came up with. This is extreme. Nazis were extreme, but then there was an even more extreme part of the Nazis that believed in like the occult and the supernatural and fucking like white Jesus and shit. Not that, but that's the new Nazis. But some Nazi affiliated occultists and esoteric thinkers drew on broader mythological or mystical traditions, which occasionally included dragon imagery. Groups like the Thule Society, which inspired early Nazi ideology, mixed Germanic myths with occult symbolism, where dragons would appear as powerful archetypes. Now, I went even deeper. What is the Thule Society? Because, again, Stephen Miller, big old Nazi, right? Can I make that smaller? Hold on. Oh, no, that's too small.
You should be able to scroll right to the,
So the Thule Society, a secretive nationalist and occultist group in Munich after World War I, obsessed with Germanic mythology, racial purity, and Aryan supremacy, mixed occult ideas with radical right-wing politics, helping form the German Workers' Party, which later became the Nazi Party under Hitler. If you ask AI about Stephen Miller and the Thule Society, it will say he's not directly associated with them, but it will tell you how very much similar Stephen Miller and his ideology is to that of the Thule Society, which is a fucking insane group of Nazis. insane occultists. Like, again, nuts. These people are insane.
Yes,
and they are Nazis. Do not get it twisted.
100%.
And Stephen Miller is number one, man. He is the worst. He is the worst. So you know what? I'm not even going to play Trump's videos because we're almost. You know what? I'll play one of Trump's videos. I'll save the autism one for tomorrow.
Oh God.
Oh, guess what, guys? Good news. Good news. They've solved the problem of autism.
We have found the meaning of life as well.
Fucking Tylenol. Oh God, no! Oh God, no! We got. Oh, hold up. I gotta find this video that I downloaded. This is the funniest shit. Did you know Donald Trump thinks hepatitis B is a vaccine?
I think I saw something to that effect.
Let the video load for a second. You're gonna laugh your ass off. But let me play this other video. So they're talking about love and Jesus, and Charlie Kirk would want you to, love your opponent and blah, blah, blah. And then Donald Trump comes on stage and says this. This guy's psychotic.
Charlie arrived on campus,
again,
he was assassinated, a staff member texted him that there were many critics and students who were opposed to his views.
This is a made-up story.
Strenuously in the crowd, and that actually made him feel good because he wanted to convince them. He understood. He really did. He understood what was right, and he was right about that. A lot of it was based on common sense, by the way. Charlie wrote back to the staff member saying, "I'm not here to fight them. I want to."
This is a made-up story about Charlie fucking Kirk.
Lead them into a great way of life in our country. In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie.
What a bunch of shit.
I hate my opponent. I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica.
Wow. Really toning down the temperature.
Talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
It's important to never, ever let the corporate media talk us down from hating Donald Trump.
No,
he hates us. We should
prick,
hate him
man.
fucking back. It is absolutely warranted, and he is an evil, despicable human being.
The way I treat MAGA is how they treat marginalized communities. That's if I see a
100%.
MAGA or if I see somebody a proud one, I will let them know how I feel about them. I do not care anymore. Anyway, let's before we get into Erica Kirk's worst performance of her career, and I'm gonna show you some disturbing, interesting things. I went over and I dug into Erica Kirk. Okay, one, her mom owns this app called Superfeed. I went and researched some of the directors of the company, and on one guy's LinkedIn, it literally describes the app as a way to win elections. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. This is the app you use if you want to win elections or some shit like that. Like, that's who her mom is. She's part of this Superfeed app that they have. And remember Elon Musk allegedly?
Superfeed. It sounds like something you'd put on a fucking...
At first I thought it was like some kind of agriculture shit. Like Superfeed.
Yeah, that's
you know
what I
mean?
would think.
But no, it's an actual app.
Latest in pig slap, Superfeed.
According to this guy's LinkedIn profile, that helps you win elections. So I'm very curious, and I'm going to be looking more into this Superfeed app. But before we get into crisis actor Erica Kirk, who I think this goes way up the food chain, dude. I think this goes all the way to the top. After watching how it was like watching a reality show that you knew was staged. Like, you know when you first watch reality shows,
you mean
you're
like
oh my
Trump's
God.
assassination?
Right, or The Apprentice. Like when you watch a reality show and you know it's all staged. That's what I feel like I'm watching right now. But here's Donald Trump thinking that hepatitis B is a sexually transmitted vaccine. What the fuck, man? Come on. This is getting stupid.
B
this is getting
sexually
dumb.
transmitted. There's no reason to give a baby that's almost just born hepatitis B. So I would say wait till the baby is 12 years old and formed and take hepatitis
Yeah, because that's the
B.
age you would fuck them, right,
And
Donald?
I think if you do those things, it's going to be a whole different. It's going to be a revolution.
Yeah,
in
you
a positive
would think about the
sense in
whole, wouldn't you,
country.
Donald?
All right, so the president of the United States just said, wait until your children are 12 years old before you give them hepatitis.
Ridiculous.
Dude, man,
There's a reason he always.
God.
You'll ever notice whenever he's talking about this kind of stuff, he always focuses on 12 years old.
Yeah, it's
Sus.
probably his preferred age. But seriously, though, like, come on, man. How dumb can you possibly be? And he goes on to butcher, like, random words that most of us can pronounce. Like, he's an idiot. This guy thinks, seriously, like, we've gotten the Hep B vaccine, and then hepatitis B gets I can't do it, dude. My brain hurts. My brain hurts.
He's been Epsteining too long, so he just makes assumptions.
Our president thinks that there's a sexually transmitted vaccine. What the fuck, man?
Mike is like, according to Trump, if they're 12, time to delve. It's awful.
I picture Donald Trump as one of those if there's grass on the field kind of guys.
Yeah. If they're 13, they can see my peen. That's how he feels.
I actually picture him saying that. If there's grass on the field.
If they're 13, they can see my peen. What? How does it say? If there's grass, what's it saying?
There's a
If there's grass on the field, we can
play ball.
Game on.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
That's what pedophiles say. That's literally what pedophiles say. If the grass on the field, play ball. Oh my God, I feel so dirty just saying that, man. That's so disgusting. These people are horrible. People are horrible. Oh, fun time. I cannot wait to fucking reveal this shit, dude. Are you guys excited?
I have never seen you this excited, dude.
Bro.
All right, let's see it. What do you got?
So I've been digging
Jesus,
on
like a
Erica
little kid
Kirk.
again.
Erica Kirk is like a ghost almost before she became Miss Arizona. Okay? Was Erica Kirk part of a ministry called Romanian Angels that was accused of child trafficking? Yes, she was. Okay? Now here they say lacks credible evidence, but if you do any more research, you'll find out this story was widely reported in Romania. This was so bad. They were being accused of child trafficking and fucking organ trafficking to Israel and other places, but to Israel too. So I found the Israel connection. I've been trying to find a connection between her and Israel. I may have found it. No, seriously, this is real. Erica Kirk was part of, I have a fucking picture of it. Hold up, let me get rid of this. Dude, I'm so good at what I do. Ta-da! That's her. Romanian Angels. Guys, she was part of a ministry. Adoption ministry.
That's not her in the picture, is it? The blonde woman?
Yeah, that's her.
Kissing that kid?
Yep.
When was this taken? She looks...
I don't know. I can't
old.
tell because it's very blurry. But, yeah, it's they were accused... They say there was nobody was ever convicted, but it was so bad the ministry was literally kicked out of Romania.
Yeah,
which just happens to be the same country that Andrew Tate trafficked women to.
Yeah,
seems to be a problem over there.
Yeah.
So this is she was involved with a ministry in Romania that trafficked fucking kids and organs, allegedly. That's who's running Turning Point USA. That's who is going to be targeting our education system. Somebody who allegedly, possibly, worked for an organization that trafficked kids. That was kicked out of a fucking country for it.
Didn't Linda McMahon do some shit like that too? They had to pay for some trafficking claims or some shit.
Yeah, it's literally, Brina's right. It is a worldwide trafficking ring, and I honestly think Israel's if you translate Israel, I'm honestly starting to think it means where pedophiles hide, because that seems to be where they all go.
Linda McMahon, Trump's education pick, was sued for allegedly enabling sexual abuse. Enabling sexual abuse of children. Mm-hmm. They're the rapists. They have always been the cabal of pedophiles. That's
right. So MAGA had it right in a way. They knew there is a cabal of pedophiles. Unfortunately, you voted for them.
Republicans, yeah.
You voted for them. They convinced you it was us. The whole time you've been supporting a giant international pedophile ring is what this is.
That's exactly
Donald Trump,
what it
Jeffrey
is.
Epstein, fucking Israel. Now we got Erica Kirk somehow possibly involved in child trafficking. This is a giant, sick fucking ring of rich people that would kill, murder, and traffic human beings, and apparently their organs as well. So if you do not think this evil bitch would kill her husband to take everything from him, you are fucking naive. And if you don't believe me, we're about to put the fucking, what's the expression? Icing on the cake? Yeah, that works. I'm trying to, my brain stopped for a second. Sorry, my special Rice Krispie treat I got in Washington, D.C. must have kicked in.
And the commenter is talking about Clinton being a pedo. Again, if he's a
We
pedo,
don't care.
send him to jail.
Great. Fuck
But
him.
again, if he was a pedo, why has the MAGA not leaked anything from the Epstein files? I mean, come
Right.
on.
They can't
You
leak the
know
Epstein
they
files.
would have, because if he was in them, if there were any Democrats in those Epstein files, they would have redacted everything and released those names only. But they didn't, and that tells
Right.
you all you need to know.
All right. And according to Donald Trump, Bill Clinton went to Jeffrey Epstein's island, but then according to Kash Patel, Jeffrey Epstein only got little girls for himself.
So which is it?
Right.
I hadn't heard that Clinton. I knew that Clinton flew on the plane, but I hadn't heard he'd gone to the island. I don't
Well,
know
no,
if
that's what
true.
Donald Trump is saying about
Yeah, I
Bill
don't think that's
Clinton, that he
accurate.
flew.
Yeah.
I don't think it is either, but that's what either way, he should be in prison if he's done anything disgusting.
Yeah, it's
I
very
don't
simple.
care. That's the funny part about this whole situation. We're like, well, Bill Clinton's on it. We're like, fuck Bill
So,
Clinton.
release it then. Show me. Show me the money.
Right. We didn't build our entire identity around Bill Clinton or any political figure. The fact you guys are getting Donald Trump. Dude, people are getting Charlie Kirk tattoos now.
Just like with the
Y'all are
weird
fucking
tattoos and
insane.
shit of the
Yeah, they got the
Trump
fight
assassin.
tattoos, and now they're getting, like, look, this was another picture, and I'll go into the video, but this was another picture from, this is at Charlie Kirk's event, dude. There's a guy carrying a goddamn cross on his back.
These people are so pathetic.
This is blasphemous.
They're just
You
unbelievably
have no
pathetic
chance.
people.
If you are a MAGA Christian, you have less than a 0 chance of getting into heaven.
And also, he's carrying a cross. What a surprise. The church is one of the biggest organizers of pedophilia. So take that, MAGA. Every time I see someone with a cross, I immediately assume pedophile, especially a dude that looks like that. Straight white
Right.
man, older,
'Cause they-
100% pedophile.
And the reason I hate these MAGA Christians is because they believe every sin is forgiven. No. If you rape a kid, you're going to hell. If you murder somebody, unless it's in self-defense or for a very good reason, I'm sure you're going to hell. You know what I mean? So you're saying if Hitler was a good Christian, if Jeffrey Dahmer, Paul Bundy, if they were good Christians, all the people they killed, that's forgiven. Get the fuck out of here with the stupid beliefs of yours. Like,
Mike is saying, FYI, that cross had little training wheels on the bottom because, you know, the Jesus cosplay only goes so far. Once
could
you
actually
bring in
carry
manual
it.
labor to the MAGA mindset, they're like, no, we're good. We're good.
Did it
We
really,
need
or
to
you
go. Let's
just?
do this.
Oh my God! It
Let me see it. Pull it up
fucking
again.
does, bro.
Pull it up again. Come on.
It
Really
fucking
does
does,
anything.
bro. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see it. It does, bro. It
Bro.
fucking wheels.
Jesus, double blasphemy for you. Holy shit. Get to confession. You get in that confession booth and you tell them how much your Jesus cosplay sucked.
Mike, how did you catch that? There's barely
a
one
damn
wheel
good eye.
sticking out, but that is a good catch. This dude is not even carrying
get my
a cross.
glasses for
He's
that
just
shit.
wheeling it around. These people are fucking insane. All right, anyway, let's go to Erica Kirk, bro. If you
I
think
gotta
this
get
wasn't
running
the...
soon because Rufus is getting impatient.
All right, last video, we'll get out of here. This is
All right,
great.
let's do it.
Charlie passionately wanted to reach and save the lost boys
Jesus,
of the
that
West.
makeup.
Right?
The young men who feel like they have no direction, no
See, here she's actually talking about he's targeting young men for their little army. She's actually explaining what he does.
purpose, no faith, and no reason to live.
Is she like reading from a teleprompter and notes on the booth? Like, what the fuck is this?
I don't know, but it gets so good, dude. This is the worst performance ever.
The men wasting their lives on distractions, and the men consumed with resentment, anger, and hate. Charlie wanted to help them.
Yeah, believable.
He wanted them to have a home with Turning Point USA. And when he went onto campus,
okay, just a
the
reminder.
young men who feel like they have.
Oh, sorry. So just a reminder. This woman came out to fireworks. Okay, to her husband's memorial. Fireworks.
Charlie wanted to help them.
Insane.
Well, it's like a WWE event.
And a better life that was right there for the taking. He wanted to show them that.
What? This is so bad, bro.
My husband, Charlie.
She sounds like she doesn't care.
Young
She
men,
sounds like that woman from
just like the one
The
who took
Boys
his life.
that gets a crush on Homelander and starts fucking him. It's
Pause.
called
Pause for
it's
applause.
It's called white genocide. That's what
Right.
she sounds like, right? Fucking
Yeah,
now.
right,
What was
right,
that
right.
goddamn character's name?
Oh,
Black
you're
Storm or
talking
something?
about oh, god damn it.
The
That's one of my
Nazi in
favorite
hiding?
shows. Yeah, I forget her name now.
Something Storm like that.
Watch this. Young man, that young man.
That young
Oh my god.
Young man. On the cross, our Savior said,
All right, one more time, guys. Come on, man.
young man.
There's
On the
first
cross,
year
our
acting
Savior
students Sidney
said,
Crocketter.
Bro, come on, man. You can't watch this and be serious.
Father,
like,
forgive them, for they not know what they do.
worst
Not know what they
acting ever. Come on, James. I forgive
That
you.
young man. That young man.
I made a video about this. Like, how does anybody watch this and go, oh, she really loved her husband? Bro, she don't even give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. I'm convinced at this point this was an arranged marriage.
You gotta wonder how they met. Supposedly, I guess
He was a college dropout loser, and she
Yeah.
was Miss Arizona. She claims he slid into her DMs and just sent a random message. And she's like, oh, that's so adorable. I'll just pick him. Like the guy with uppercase gums and lowercase teeth. That's the guy you want, Miss
and
Arizona.
a forehead so big it could be one of Epstein's islands. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. This screams. This is weird. And again, I think this was Donald Trump's Reichstag Fire. That to me was the most grotesque. Like, we've all heard the term "doing too much." These people are doing too much. Like when somebody's guilty of something and they're trying to convince you, and you know what I mean? They're really, really, really. You just look at them and go, "Wow, you did this shit." Anyway, that's my gut feeling. I don't know if James feels the same way, but nothing adds up.
So fucking fake.
The FBI is lying to us. And that was the most performative bullshit from a loving wife that I have ever seen in my entire life. That young man. That young man.
Oh. Grab the,
you know what I mean?
Clutch the pearls a little more.
Right. And of course, she had a cross on her neck while she's giving this speech. It would have been more appropriate if she had pearls. At least she could have clutched them while she gave the speech. So anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Rufus has to go out and go to the bathroom. In case you guys were wondering, that's his dog. It's not a person. Rufus isn't a person. James isn't. I'm like, Rufus has to go outside and pee. Everybody know what to do. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Walk? Oh, you want to go for a walk? You want to go see squirrels?
All right, man. You guys have a good rest of your day. I'm going to be doing a lot of content tomorrow. I am going to be meeting Brandy. She was on here a couple times with Election Truth Alliance and Smart Elections. We're going to be meeting up in Wilkes-Barre tomorrow. So I'll be live streaming that if they allow me to do it, because it has something to do with the voting machine. So I'm not sure if they will or not. Either way, I will get a lot of content. That's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I will be traveling and then 2-hour drive back. And then Mike and I have a show at 9 p.m. tomorrow night as well. We got a lot planned, man. We are not stopping. We're going to go harder in the paint because I'm calling bullshit. I am calling bullshit on the entirety of Charlie Kirk's murder.
Yeah,
I don't think Charlie Robinson was the shooter. I think he was shot in the back of the head. And I think Turning Point USA had something to do with it. Sue me. Fuck you. I don't have anything, so good luck with that. Have a good rest of your day, guys. We love you all. We'll talk to you soon.
Derp stayed out.